Now, this is an important story. We got such a reaction from our staff and our viewers and many others who were moved by you, Heidi, that I just thought I want to talk to you, frankly. I was moved by your story, and you're someone who I'm hoping our daughters can learn from, I want to learn from. So I've got a million questions for you. First of all, how are you today? How are you?
I'm so excited that I'm on your show. I have to say, I've watched you for years. So when they said that you wanted me on your show, I was very honored.
Well, listen, this is the Mutual Admiration Society because I'm deeply honored to have you here. This is because you understand this is a pretty unusual situation. What I'd like to do, if you'll permit me, is take people through what you went through so they can understand how extraordinary this is, and then I want to talk about what led to your, what should we call it, inspiration, your strength to be able to do this, and how we can can it and let other people use it too. So take me back to what happened that day. How did this guy attack you? Where were you? What happened?
It was during the day. It was 2:45 in the afternoon approximately. I was preparing myself for an event that I had coming up 3 weeks from that date. The date of my attack was August 19th, 2009. I was working in my office, and I had to go out to my car for a business card of my printer, and I was on my cell phone, and I was walking to my car on the first level of the garage, and as I keyless entered my car, not quite getting into my car, I felt this huge arm choking me from behind like this. And the very first second, because when something like that happens, it happens very quickly, and your mind doesn't quite register it, as obviously you know, being a doctor. And the first second that I was taken by him, I thought someone was joking with me because I'm kind of a jokester, and I thought maybe someone was surprising me. And then the second, I said to myself, this person wants to kill me, because it was so tight, his grip, it was unexplainable. So as he was holding me real tight, I grabbed his arm. And
Heidi, I'm interrupting you real quick. There are pictures of you alongside of you as you tell the story. What we're looking at alongside of me now is pictures of you with the blood vessels in your eyes having burst from the pressure of the choking. So again, I want to explain a bit what we're looking at there. So go ahead. So he choked you and... Go ahead.
He choked me, and I watch a lot of NCIS, CSI type shows. So I decided I'm going to pretend like I'm out, thinking maybe he'll stop choking me and I'll get free. Well, instead, he choked me even harder. And later, I found out that my thyroid bone actually fractured in my neck from him grabbing me so tightly. All I remember next is my arms going cold from lack of circulation. My right arm went up, and I remember saying, please don't hurt me. And that's all I remember. The next thing I know, I was in the front seat, face down. I have bucket seats in the front seat. My face was on the passenger front seat. I woke up to blood, biting my tongue, saying stuff. I have no idea what I was saying, seizuring. And I felt like my head was going to explode. My throat was killing me. I grabbed myself, got out of the car. I saw blood on the ground. I didn't have underwear. I didn't have pants. I didn't have shoes on. So from the waist down, I was completely naked. And I thought that I was raped. Later on, obviously, they found that I was not, thank goodness. But my first reaction was to call out for help. I said, help, help, please, I've been raped. And I saw him actually walk away as I'm saying all of this. He didn't look back. He didn't even turn his head a bit.
Is that how they were able to get the guy, by you sort of being able to identify him?
Yes.
Okay, Heidi, how do you go from this extraordinary experience? I mean, you take us through it very vividly. I mean, I feel like I was there with you. And I'm getting traumatized hearing the story. How do you go from that kind of an experience? And my understanding is, by the way, also those pictures we saw of you with the blood in the eyes and all the trauma to your head and neck were things you took to document your progress. It's almost as though you already took control of your recovery from the moment this happened. What happened? Was it?
I did.
Did you have some sort of moment of clarity as a result of being so close to death, or was it a progressive experience? Take us through that.
I think that I had so much going on other than just a normal work day. I had a huge event coming up with over 500 people in the Tampa Bay area. I was highlighting 9 children's charities. I had a lot of people depending on me. And I think that that was part of my diversion. I didn't even break down and cry until after 9909, which was my event. So I think I was able to understand that this was not my fault, that someone intruded on my personal space. And I just kind of compartmentalized and segmented everything and tried to analyze and...
I don't know. That doesn't sound right to me, because that usually ends up getting people in the end. You know, the sort of the pushing emotions away and compartmentally comes back at you. So now here we are in the courtroom.
Yeah.
In the courtroom, you went in. You get to confront this guy, this Javon Cooper, who pleaded guilty for having assaulted you in the parking garage.
Yes.
You come in and you say what to him, or what's your plan to talk to him?
Well, my plan, the night before, I had put some bullet points together because I quite honestly did not know how I would hold up in court. I didn't know if I'd break down. I didn't know if I'd be shaking. I didn't know. You know, I'm human. I had no idea. I was hoping that I would get through. And for over 2.5 years, I had thought about what I wanted to say to him. So I decided, knowing that I like to be prepared, I wrote down some bullet points just so I would be guided. So if I got off track or I kind of stumbled or he caught me off guard.
Is what came out of your mouth something that really surprised you?
Some of it. My opening statement of waking up ecstatic this morning, that was not written down. But I was so happy when I was looking at him, believe it or not, because I was on this side, he was on that side. And the very end part of what I had said, that last minute, oh, and I have one more thing. My name is Heidi Elizabeth Damon.
Yeah.
I have a name. That was completely...
Well, to me that was I am a person. And we have less than a minute
Yes.
left. And I want to know, is there some people that you are who are responsible for your strength? I have found that most people that are really resilient get it from other people. Are there other people in your life that have given that to you and that we could urge other people to follow suit?
I have been very blessed my entire life. I contribute it to every person I've ever come in contact with, whether it be my mom and dad, my grandpa, my Aunt Diane and Uncle John, my friends, the person I helped at Sam's Club in a wheelchair. You know, every single part of my life has made me who I am today. So I can't really direct it to one person. It's really, I've just observed and studied my life and the people around me and try to be a sponge to the good and dissect the bad.
Heidi, listen,